So first system we have is the audience system, then we have the trust system, then we have the monetization system. Now you probably know that I did nothing but focus on the audience system for 6 months for a total of about 200 videos. Okay, now I went all in on the path of giving great content for my audience in order to grow said audience. I spent the time required to partner with a search engine. Okay, I chose YouTube because I prefer making videos, and I went all in to the tune of 200 videos in 6 months before I ever even started on my trust mechanism. Now, do you have to wait 6 months? No. Did I not do anything to make money in those first 6 months? Actually, I put out some affiliate links and I made some money in those early days. But what you're learning here is a proven system. Okay, the trust mechanism, I put out my first email autoresponder, my first opt-in report came out 6 months in, and it failed pretty bad. It took me 3 tries in order to really truly get this right. And it took me about 1 year to get to that point where I really felt like I had this system dialed in. Okay, and then the monetization path, really it took me about, I would say, 18 months to consistently hit that $10,000 per month mark. And we'll talk a little bit about how that worked and how that kind of manifests for me. So let's go deeper into this. I want to apply this to you specifically, and I want you to understand and see how this is going to work together. Now, the audience engine is including everything from your YouTube videos, your blog posts, your Pinterest pins, your Instagram, everything that you're doing, okay? Everything that gets you the attention and awareness of new members of the audience. Now, you know I prefer to work with search engines, okay? We'll put podcast up here for good measure because I think YouTube, blogging, or podcasting is one of the core things required. We can put Facebook up here, and we can put Facebook ads also. Ultimately, you're going to use some combination of these things. And what happens is, over time, through publishing great, helpful content that attracts in the right people, the search engines will start to deliver audience members into your ecosystem or the social media algorithms, okay? So what happens is human beings, and every little dash that we're putting up here is representative of a human being who works their way into your ecosystem. And maybe they subscribe to your channel, maybe they click like, maybe they follow your fan page, maybe they follow you on Instagram, they might follow you on Pinterest, they might repin something you're doing, they enter your world and they begin to connect. So I spent 6 months doing nothing but growing this audience, okay, to bring in a very large group of people to the tune of something around 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers. Then I started working on the trust mechanism. Now I'm going to draw a little email up here. I want to get this. So I'm going to put the email symbol just to make sure it's super clear that we're talking about an opt-in page here. And this is what we're doing. And what happens is once your opt-in page is dialed, individuals from your main audience work their way to the next level. So what happens is you start to collect individuals here. Now for me, the numbers were about 10 to 1, and they're still very, very close to 10 to 1. What I mean by that is right now at this moment, I have about 113,000 subscribers on YouTube. And you probably know I'm still all in on YouTube. I really don't spend any time on social media at all. I'm all in on YouTube. I'm in the comments. I'm really trying to connect with people deeply on YouTube. Then out of that, I have literally 11,300 subscribers on my email list. And this is what I mean when a 10 to 1 ratio appears for me. Now, in the beginning, I had a 0 ratio because I had 0 as I was growing my audience. So I want you to think about this user behavior, right? So YouTube, I'm going to take the green path here now. So YouTube today sends me new visitors from all of my past videos I made a year ago. And on average, for about every 10 people that come in and subscribe, one person makes it over here. And then again, every 10 people who come in and subscribe, another one person makes it here. And then out of the next 10 people who come in and subscribe, one person comes in over here. So what I'm trying to show you here is that this machine must always stay running. Your audience growth engine is literally one of the most important pieces because it's out of this audience that continues to grow from the platform and the content that you're using. That is where your email list subscribers come from. Okay, and there's a ratio that will appear for you, and it will be different for you than it is for me. And it's irrelevant what that ratio actually is. People just like to know that I have about a 10-to-1 ratio here. Okay, are you following along so far? So we are using search engines and social media to get our messages, our helpful pieces of content in front of other individuals. We have calls to action inside of our content. So on YouTube, I have end screens, I have cards, and I verbally speak out the opportunity to join my list. So as YouTube delivers me people, and right now, today, when I'm posting about 2 or so videos per week at this point, YouTube is bringing something to the tune of 13,000 people into my ecosystem every 48 hours. The byproduct of this are lots of subscriptions here, people signing up to hear more, and a few more email subscribers each and every day. Then what happens from here? Well, we start to work on offers, okay? For me, it started with affiliate offers. I didn't make my first actual offer of something that I personally was offering for 2.5 years. Literally 2.5 years, I did nothing but affiliate marketing. And I made hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally $20,000 to $30,000 per month from just affiliate marketing at the early days, which is why I didn't feel a need to build out a product. But I wanted to help my audience. I wanted to help you go deeper, which is why I've built out the product. Now what's happening? Well, out of this trust mechanism, okay, so I'm emailing my list every single day, let's say 5 times a week. So I'm emailing them, and every once in a while, somebody decides to join up here as a content and conversion member. Or every once in a while, I mention an affiliate product and I get a few sales from that. Every once in a while, I'm mentioning something else. Sometimes, and actually I'll say most of the time, I would say it's an average of 5 helpful, valuable emails with no specific calls to action for every 1 email that actually has an offer. Now, this is the moment when you can see how all 3 of these systems work together. So what the process is people come into your ecosystem here as audience members, they work their way over into the trust mechanism, and eventually when they trust you enough and the messaging and the timing and the offer is right, they turn into income for you within your business. And the biggest mistake I see people making is they're 100% focused on the money. They can't think of anything other than, Miles, I need to make money fast. Miles, I need to make money fast. And it's like, great. I hope you have a large audience of people who know you, like you, and trust you, because it's quite simple to make money when you send a targeted offer with urgency to a large group of people who know you, like you, and trust you. And for those people, they're like, well, I don't have a big email list, Miles. Well, I was like, great. Well, I hope you've been publishing super helpful content and focused on growing either a podcast, a YouTube channel, or a blog for the last several months, because if you have a large audience of people who know you and like you and trust you, then you're able to make them an offer for something free in order to join your list, and then you build trust and you make them an offer for something to buy. This is how you earn money online. Quickly, efficiently, on demand. It becomes a tap, just like an ATM. You can make a withdrawal through a quick email, sending an offer, a special offer. But here's the key with how ATMs work. You'll only be able to withdraw money from the ATM if you've made deposits. And what are the deposits? The deposits are our helpful videos, our helpful blog posts, our helpful podcasts, our helpful social media pieces of content. Then it's about giving even more value in the trust. And it's not until we get all of that value, all of that trust built up, that we can then expect some sort of reciprocation, and we get the right to make offers. We don't get the right to make money, but we get the right to make offers at that point in time. And then you just got to get good at the process.